Yo, what's going on YouTube? By now, I'm pretty sure most of you have been hearing about the Xbox 720 rumors and the one that I really want to address right now, because there are a lot of them, but the biggest one that is of concern to me personally, and I'm sure it is to you guys as well, is this rumor that Xbox 720 will not support used games. And let me be the first to say that is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard. If they do that, and this is just me personally how I feel, I will not be purchasing an Xbox 720, because, and it's not so much the fact that that I would have to purchase brand new games every single time. That's not, like, the money is not an issue for me. It's the quality of games that are being produced on a daily basis. To be perfectly honest, I have about 30 games. Maybe 4 or 5 of them were actually worth the $60 damn that I paid for them. I mean, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Think of all the bullshit half-ass games that are being made every year. And this is just an example. This is not to knock EA Sports in any way, because, I mean, this is what they do. They release this pretty much essentially the same game every year, and it's tweaked a little bit, but is it really worth having to buy it for $60 every year? No, I don't think so. The same with 2K, the basketball series. The same with all these series that come out every single year. The same thing with the Call of Duty series, Modern Warfare. I'm not going to pay $65 or $60 every single time, and it's not a game that they're actually putting in the effort to making it a very polished and good game. So that's really the biggest thing. And I can't even believe I just forgot this. Think of all the stupid ass movie titles. What? You want me to pay $60 for Kung Fu Panda? Are you fucking serious? No, I'm sorry. That's just not gonna happen. And this is my prediction personally, because I mean, some people are gonna say there's no way that this can happen. It's already being practiced on the PC. I don't know if you noticed, but you can't play PC games online, or I don't even know if you can buy used PC games. Period. So, and Microsoft is bold as hell. Like, we already, let me remind you guys, you Xbox users, of some of the shit that we had to endure and go through. I've had an Xbox since 2007. I believe Xbox was released in 2006. There are articles all over the internet telling you how Microsoft was well aware that the first generation consoles were flawed and they had a tendency to fail, hence the red ring of death. And they released them anyway. They knew that a lot of the games had a tendency to fail and get cracks from overusage. They released all that shit anyway. So if you're one of those people who is of the mindset that they could never do something like this to us, they've been fucking us over for 5-6 years now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. The first day, literally the first day, this is not an exaggeration of any kind. The first day I got my Xbox, I got the red ring of death. I bought an Xbox. I bought Gears of War 1. Plugged it in, was playing campaign for literally, not an exaggeration, I promise you, 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the campaign, I got the red ring of death. Over the course of the next 2 years, probably, I had to buy 4 new Xboxes. And it wasn't all red ring of death. I mean, it was just a bunch of shit. And this is not including how many times I had to send my Xbox in to get repaired. So this is, I mean, and then a whole nother aspect of it. Think of all the jobs that will be lost, all the small gaming companies that will be essentially be wiped out, just because, for me personally, if I have to buy a game new and it's gonna cost $60, I'm not gonna take the chances that I normally would in terms of playing games that I've never heard of. I'm not going to be willing to play a game like Dark Souls, which I've never heard anything about, because I have to buy it new, and I know I can't trade it in, because that's essentially what it is if you can't buy used games, you can't trade your games in. So once you get that, pay that $60, even if the game is terrible, you're stuck with it. So all those up and coming game studios, all those guys who are busting their ass and possibly are making a game that's worthwhile, you know, they're the ones that are going to suffer as well. It's not just us. So I mean, if this were to happen, the only way I could see it being, I mean, I don't see it being well received at all, to be honest. But the only way I could see it possibly being well received is if these people who create these games would actually are going to go out of their way, instead of releasing games every year, maybe take 2 years, perfect your game, and then we'll pay sticker price for it. So I mean, I'm curious to see what you guys think about this, how you guys feel. I know I'm not the only one who's thinking like this, because this is some buttery baby back bullshit, and I'm personally not gonna stand for it. As I said, if this comes to fruition, I'm not gonna be buying an Xbox 720. I will be a PS3, PS4 guy. So this is Mac from the M Factor. Have a good day. Peace.